Hello!
Hi guys! Welcome back to the House of Black and White.
Woo!
We are
BW!
watching Westworld episode 6, named The Adversary.
Dun dun. Who is the adversary? I'm gonna say Arnold.
I'm gonna say the adversary is life itself.
What actually means adversary? Is it like an enemy?
An adversary is like a person who is going against what you're going for.
It's almost like your sworn opposite.
It's usually in a story it'd be like the protagonist. Like let's say Surge wants to kill all the water, and I want to save all the water. We have the exact opposite things in mind.
So you're adversaries.
Yeah.
So you're enemies.
Yeah, but like I don't know, your enemy doesn't always have to have the exact opposite thing for you. I don't know, maybe I'm talking on my ass.
Makara let me eat some spaghetti. Alright, so what was the last thing that happened?
They're showing
she
it.
woke up. The Eve.
Oh yeah,
Maeve.
Maeve woke up and was like, "We're gonna have a talk."
Yeah, with the Asian that has an arc.
With
crazy Asian. So I don't want to say this, but I will say it. I am much more excited to watch this than Walking Dead. I am really curious as to what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Me too, man. I really did check the likes last week before Walking Dead. Like I had a feeling it wasn't gonna win out, but in the morning on Sunday, it was still less. I think it might have beaten it like a couple hours before, but by then everyone's already over. So.
Get the good fight!
It's a friendly competition, guy. I mean, like YouTubers do things to get people to like their videos all the time. I thought it was a good way to.
Guys, and keep in mind, we're all normies and we all love each other, so everybody's gonna get to watch their video. You just might have to wait a day later or whatever. It's cool, man. Peace and love from the House of Black and White. It's that way. Yeah, there you go. Double dipping.
Can I put it in there too?
Your hand was raped.
Nah, my hand wanted every second of it.
Oh yeah, the satellite uplinks and the
people were stealing shit,
sending out data.
I don't like Ford. Ford is scary.
He is, and this move that he pulled. Did you watch that Nerd Writer thing about it?
Uh-uh.
Oh my god, Nerd Writer did a thing about the
about the acting.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was good.
It was real good.
Oh, there's Wyatt. We're gonna finally see Wyatt. I love a good mystery.
Truth. I can't play this part. This part's really hard. I only have one hand.
White Walker.
Aren't you gonna take your clothes off?
By the time I got down to my knickers, I suspect you'd be done anyway. Such a big man. Except where it counts.
Ooh.
Oh!
That's it. Don't be shy.
Does she just want to like be decommissioned all the time?
Yeah, she can go back and talk with old dude.
Goddamn. Fuck. I mean, it's supposed to kind of feel good, but.
Bro, you gotta get Margie to choke you next time. It feels great.
Trust me, I've been asking.
The old hosts used a legacy geopositioning system.
We can't access it?
In order to access it, I'm going to need to go downstairs.
Downstairs? To the decommission.
Cold storage?
Ooh, maybe it's in the weird cold storage.
Demogorgons in there.
Yeah, where you went to like the Silent Hill part of the.
Right?
These are hosts that aren't registered with the new system.
Oh.
Secret host. Secret robot people.
Maybe you're one of them, bro. Meanwhile, is this Pariah or is this
Oh, look at the tool.
Mexico town?
Ghost Town number 4. Well, Ford.
Yeah. How can you have that much control without somehow it being wired to you? Like
It's voice control. You can control Siri.
Sometimes he does it without saying anything.
Nah, when he did it in that the restaurant, he said something right before it happened. He said somebody's name, so he's been voice commanding it the whole time. It's just that I don't know. He like slips into it so easily. You didn't even notice.
Was he just surprised to see that Maze logo, or did he seem like he knew it was there?
He seemed a little concerned.
Oh God, the mini-face guy.
Also read like it's called the Delores Corporation or something.
That's what he says, and that's what he says right before all those people stop. He says Delos.
Delos.
He says something Delos.
This is interesting that the Delos, it sounds so much like Delores. Like it's spelled so much like Delores, like 2 letters off.
And there at the center, there's a legendary man who's been killed over and over again, countless times, but always clawed his way back to life. Man returned for the last time and vanquished all his oppressors in the tireless fury. Build a house. And you do what suits you. I'm gonna find Delores.
Oh, Teddy. You're so programmed.
He's so hopeless.
Yeah.
Titty.
Kitty.
Everything you do,
Pity.
it's because the engineers upstairs programmed you to do it. You don't have a choice.
Titties.
She's like telling her all this shit.
I'm human, like the guests.
How do you know?
I was born. You were made.
Are you sure? What's the difference?
The processing power in here is way beyond what we have. It's got one drawback, though.
Singularity.
No one knows what I'm thinking.
I'll show you. Give me a second.
Why is he doing all, like...
Dude, you have to. Because if they have consciousness, it's such a real thing. This is like finding out God's a huge asshole, and he only wants money.
If there's one thing I know, it's when I'm being fucked with.
Oh,
Oh my god.
that's cool.
It can't possibly.
Conflict. This is so crazy. This is crazy.
This would ruin you.
Can't. I can't.
That's it, bro. You just put a magnet to her.
She fizzle out.
Babe.
Too much.
Yeah, you couldn't handle it as a human.
This can't go on, Bernard.
One more time for the hood.
We're done.
Aww.
She said.
He's like, I guess I'll call my wife.
Her outfit's always on point.
Erase the last hour, bro. Open up an incognito window.
He's gonna be responsible for something huge
Oh, yeah,
happening.
definitely.
No.
This is so real. I'd do it in a heartbeat.
Oh, crazy.
She's only using what tricks they
trouble.
gave her. Like,
You're
she...
so trouble.
But I mean, look at her too, though. How can you say no to that face?
Shouldn't he? Oh my god.
She's seen it before.
Shouldn't
it's
he
still
like
fucked.
put send her there like and as like a corpse or something? Mmm.
This is like legitimately.
Oh my god, a tray of eyeballs.
He's good.
Can you imagine? Like
I like
seeing
the
where you were
crazy.
made, you'd be like, oh god, that. Like, oh my god,
I like the crazy.
this is existentialism to the next.
This is the maze. That's the maze.
What
The
is?
symbol of the maze. And
Oh.
you may symbolize where they came from. It's the picture of the body in the circle.
Like that whole... Oh, wow. I just... They're literally giving it life. That was insane. I wanted to see the rest of that.
Oh my god, bro, Maeve is hashtag woke.
I love the soundtrack.
Yeah, it's really good music.
If this place actually existed, just like all the creativity that goes into it would be so dope.
This is gonna be too much for her.
As long as she's not seeing what she's supposed to be thinking, I think she's alright. Damn, that's her memory.
Aww.
Oh god.
When she got fucking scalped.
She had a kid. She's somewhere in between like vomiting and crying.
She's a great actress.
She was really good.
Fuck this.
This guy's so weird.
I'm doing this for your own good.
You're not going to tell anyone anything.
Fuck! You can't hurt me with this. You can't hurt anyone.
Can't I? I don't need one of those things to know what you're thinking, because I was built to read people just by looking at them.
Dang!
I could help you. Or I could gut you like a trout. But I won't need to resort to that. I love her. It's despite.
Damn.
He was sniffling.
Years of my life squeezed down to their essence, the raw pulp of truth. My truth.
I bet this place is dope to work for.
I want to meet the board.
401k's legit. Minimum pay's probably $50K.
Oh, you probably get discount going to the park too.
You get to fuck all the hosts you want. You know, clown.
Blowjob for lunch break.
Sure said it.
I didn't say. Chris said that last week.
I did say that last week.
Yes, you did. Blowjob on a lunch break.
I'm just living the dream. I'm sorry.
I thought that was your dream.
If you want to come and give me a blowjob on my lunch break, babe, I would be so happy.
What have I done?
Ooh. Ooh, in the Civil War, in the Union. Oh, snap!
Don't get yourself killed.
Run.
In case of past indiscretions.
Only got 6 shots, buddy.
Oh,
Damn.
Took him out.
Did they just hit that old man?
Wow. Yeah, I guess the farther away you get, the harder it is. Damn, Teddy. It's like when your AI partner fucks you up in the single player campaign. It's like, God damn it, don't shoot, Teddy.
And Lee Sizemore, head of narrative.
He's so
All these fantasies come from your twisted little mind.
She's an agent.
Sorry, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to cut you off.
Let's call it the honey pot.
Do you know who I am?
I ain't been daytime drunk in a minute. This looks fun.
What's you working on?
Daytime drunk is fun.
Especially when there's a pool involved.
Oh, yeah.
They are going to be grateful in the form of a title bump, a room upgrade, and unlimited Mesa bar access.
Why do I feel like Elsie's gonna die?
There are neither guests nor hosts registered in that sector. It's been designated off limits.
He might have to go there himself. They don't have like planes they can take, motorcycles or some shit.
No, see, look, this elevator just brought him up to like a random spot. So there must be pockets of elevators. Ah, clever, clever. Clever gal. Clever gal. The fuck?
So nobody's supposed to be in this area?
Yeah.
And there's a fucking house?
Maybe Ford's keeping like some kind of weird like surrogate family there.
Aren't you Arnold? Who's Arnold? You're trespassing. Freeze motor functions. Freeze all motor functions.
Just lost. That's enough.
Oh, what?
Oh, well. Ford gave him all different commands that only he knows.
Yeah.
These are first generation.
Here, boy.
Like a dog.
Send the other cheek.
He's dressed just like. Whoa!
Okay, I didn't want to see that.
The old models look like that.
Gained in efficiency.
Please don't blink.
Increase.
That's cool. If he can control his child version of himself, why was it lost that one time and was like, oh, you've ended up far? Did he do that on purpose?
Here I am, Pariah.
That's a good point.
He's just like crazy?
This is Charlotte Hale, the executive director of our board. She's here on behalf of Delos to oversee certain transitions.
I knew she was somebody.
The hot girl from the bar?
Yep.
Yep.
Called it.
She's the chair?
Is that his replacement?
No, she's like on the board.
Oh. She's too young and hot to be on the board.
And she found that scoop out that Ford makes them go off script. Oh, he helped him.
I am a killer.
Damn. Nice. Get out, Man in Black. It's crazy that he's helping Teddy and like we hated him in the first episode.
About to let loose the Gatling gun.
Damn.
What the hell is that?
It's a Gatling gun. Old school.
Yeah, that's an old school guy. That's crazy.
I have never seen that.
It's a thing. Ooh, in the eyeball.
You can buy ones that are made out of that shoot rubber bands today. They're badass.
That's a hell of a cleanup job for the crew.
Wasted a whole camp.
You think you know someone?
You don't know me at all.
Damn.
Man, you better collect all the bullets. Scavenge mode.
She's a goner. She's getting too close.
Yeah.
An abandoned theater in Sector 3. Gonna go find the transmitter and figure out who else accessed.
No, don't go alone.
I'm scared. Don't do it.
You alone?
Yeah, I'll keep you posted.
Elsie, me.
Aww.
How is she that dumb?
Oh, she's overambitious and she doesn't see that she
Yeah.
needs help. Oh, what happened to Jog?
They can't just fix the dog?
What?
Did he run into something?
Yeah, we haven't seen Delores all episode.
Why is she always coming out in the dark? Oh my god, no.
I know,
I'm
fucking
leaving right
dead
now.
baby
Fuck
doll
this
and shit.
Blow it up.
Elsie, what you getting into, little girl?
She's gonna get it. Knife to the old juggler. Only promotion you getting is death. That's the knife they're gonna knife you with.
God. Fuck. It's Bernard.
Does Bernard ever wear his glasses all the way on his face?
He has those for reading.
So with it for.
Oh no!
Straight?
Answer it, motherfucker.
Not now, Elsie.
Don't hang up. I found the person who was smuggling out our data. It was Teresa Bernard.
What?
But she's not our only problem.
You got an 18 for charm.
Don't act so surprised.
Loyalty, both high.
What's this one?
Max your stats.
I'd like to make some changes.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
Some of these changes are to their prime directives, Bernard. They could lie to us.
Who issued the modifications?
I don't know.
She's gonna
The
get it.
best I could tell, Arnold.
Maybe he's gonna get
He's
it.
dead.
What if Arnold programmed a host to be as smart as him to do all the shit that he needed to do?
Delores, maybe. I don't know.
Are you lying to me, boy?
Damn, why you gotta call him boy?
Someone told me to put it out of its misery. A voice.
Whose voice?
Arnold.
What the fuck?
Oh, shit.
What?
What? This is like Blade Runner.
Why you gotta...
Hello?
GTFO. GTFO.
Get the fuck out.
Arnold?
Got it!
Who was it? It was someone black?
Someone in black.
You're right.
They didn't kill her right away.
Loyalty.
Some of her attributes have already been changed. Paranoia, self-preservation.
Fuck! She changed her own.
Someone's already been altering her in an unknown session.
Bro, she will be the singularity. She's a computer. She can be as smart as she needs to be. Until her fucking processor can't keep up anymore. Ooh, you think they're like liquid cooled because they got blood?
Oh my god.
Why you... Booty!
Terminator!
Damn, she's...
Bro, she's about to be Lucy.
She's awakening. This is like Doctor Strange moment. Lucy.
Hashtag woke. Hey, I haven't seen it yet.
Dear boys, we're going to have some fun, aren't we?
Real talk. That could be a movie on its own and I would watch the fuck out of it. Just like...
You say you boys
Tandy
gonna have
Newton
some
is
fun?
woke.
Yeah, she said, boys, you're gonna have some fun with me.
Alright, I'm gonna turn it off before they ruin everything in previews.
Yeah.
No!
I don't
No.
I wanna see.
That
You have to watch it
gave
on your
so
own. I
much
can't
away
watch it with
last
you.
time, yeah.
Those
Well,
previews...
did you expect anything to happen from the preview unless... Has anything fulfilled from your expectations?
No, but that
No.
all that means is that the things that need to fulfill are getting squished down in more and more space.
Yeah, like half the stuff we saw in last week's preview didn't even happen. And
So that
I know
means-
that's still to come.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you remember anything from the preview?
I do. And I remember that you can watch the previews by yourself.
I remember, what's her name? The other chick slamming a scientist into like a...
Yeah. Oh, she's gonna start waking up the other ones.
Yeah.
Bro, hashtag woke. The hookers is woke.
Explain that. You think she modified her own stats already?
And that's what I was thinking, but when he said somebody from higher up, it's whoever's been kind of giving him consciousness.
Same person who
Which
Elsie
might be,
was going after?
Yeah, but it might just be Arnold. Arnold might have like programmed himself into like another bot, you know what I mean, and just been like, yo, like do all the things that I can do. You know what I mean? Like if you can teach somebody the coding that needs to be learned, then he can just like put in his own lines of code and he can be completely unregisterable and shit.
Yeah. That's insane. I really feel like they're not going to show us who grabbed Elsie until not next episode, but like because they kind of like split it. They didn't show Delores. I think next week they're going to show Delores.
This was a good fucking Danny Newton's whole entire line is so interesting.
That's awesome. I mean, I didn't even care we didn't see Delores because like this storyline was so interesting.
I mean, like Delores is getting there, but like she is there. She's like, oh, so I can change my own stats. Like she's got the cheat codes, and she's like, push it up, push it up, push it down.
So, what's her name? The pretty black chick who was he was talking to at the bar.
Yeah.
She was kind of like a honeypot or whatever. So Teresa has been the one that's smuggling the data outside of the park. So I think there must just be some whole thing with the board and the other directors trying to like usurp power from
definitely.
like figure out how Ford is controlling everybody. But the way she was looking at herself in the mirror, Teresa.
Yeah.
Like every time one of the hosts looks at themselves in the mirror, like they always like stare. Like I don't know. There's something with the reflection gets them like.
So I hear.
Thinking. Yeah. So I hear. But I don't know. I don't know if that means like. now I'm saying like everybody's a host. I'm sure that's not the case, but I'm sure there are a few people at least one person that is a host that we don't know.
One person that's a host we don't know, and one person that's operating behind the scenes who's a host / real person hybrid. Man, I just keep thinking like what this means for like their world at large, like consciousness and fucking the singularity, and like what are the possibilities, man? Are people even on Mars in this universe? Because they can be. Like once you're like, oh yeah, machines will work with you. Let's shut down a park and build this into like the new fucking launch site for like exploring the universe. That shit's so cool.
Seriously, what's you gonna like? You boys are gonna have a lot of fun with me. Like, what did she just experience in that like 5 seconds of just uploading the universe in your brain?
#woke. And also like I would watch a Maeve and the Boys show right now, every single episode. What
do we call the white guy? Maeve the Crasian and
Maeve the Crasian and
the Creep.
The Creep.
The Crasian and the Creep.
The Crasian.
Crasian and the Creep.
Maeve the Crasian and the Creep. Hell yeah. I'd watch the fuck out of that.
That was awesome. I loved the music when he was taking her up to. Where was he taking her up to exactly?
I think he just took her up to like because he said, I think the way it goes is like, so they're at the bottom and they do like the minor maintenance, and then it was like, you know, the cleaning, killing floor, and then it's like design, and you know what I mean? So like the higher you go up, the better things are, and then who knows what the top couple floors are, and then it's the bar pavilion at the top. It was just, I don't know, man, like all of that was just fucking cool, dude. Just like thinking about like working there would be cool. I mean, if you didn't get into some shit like the Crasian and the Creep.
Or Elsie.
Yeah.
Move on up and risk her ass in the meantime. I think she's okay though. If they didn't show her die.
True. Yeah. I think it's silly though that she's a fucking engineer and she's just like, I guess I'll go out into this place that's weird and kind of dangerous by myself at nighttime. They can't kill me. I'm confident in that.
She's young and ambitious. She thinks she's smarter than anyone. It's gonna cost her.
I mean, apparently I'm the smart one of the group, but you wouldn't catch me doing that shit.
And also help me out. So, why would the Crasian and the Creep go along with it? Just because they're scared that she could kill them? Like, they don't have... They could just shut her down and be like, let's stop this. This is obviously getting a little...
But she can remember things.
She can obviously not be shut down.
They don't want to record it because they're afraid of getting fired?
Yeah, but I think on the top of this too, man, and maybe it's for the Crasian, but not for the Creep, like, if you're working on this, I don't know, thing, and it wakes up and it's like, hey, what's been going on with me? Like... That shows you consciousness. You can't just be like, I'm gonna shut you down and have you decommissioned, because isn't that pretty close to murder?
Also, with the bird and the Crasian, you can see that he kind of like he has vision. Like he wants to see himself in another department, and he's working on his skills. And then the Creep, he just like in last episode just told me, you're a butcher. Like you cannot do anything else.
Yeah, that's true.
And he just wants to like. You know, he wants to work on himself, and he maybe sees Maeve as an opportunity. That's probably, you know, it's getting out of hand, but he doesn't really know it yet. He thinks that he might benefit from it some way. And I think the Creep is kind of just caught in it right now, because if he tells on him, the responsibility is going to fall on him as well.
Yeah.
Because they are a team, they're supposed to work together.
They've already been letting it go on for too long.
Yeah, I mean, it's way too late for the Creep to say anything.
You know, you got those sweet benefits working there, so you don't want to get fired.
Oh, man, that's so intense.
No.
Like
she
fucking
boosted
a
all
dead
her
robot,
stats.
that's such a benefit.
She put her loyalty down, though.
Hell yeah. Well, you have to.
Yeah.
You wait. That's what I'm saying. You wake up, you're like, oh, God's an asshole? Loyalty down. Paranoia up. Let's go.
It's so cool seeing those moments, like when she was being walked through and how the music was on point.
Dude, this is I don't know, like my recent group of shows like this, BoJack and fucking Rick and Morty, like existentialism to the max.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
it just got you thinking so many things. Like what it would even feel like. Like you can't fathom waking up and being like, oh, like I'm in the Matrix, but also it feels like everybody else who's running the Matrix is just like me. It's not like, you know, you wake up, you're like, robots are in control, or like the other's in control. You wake up and you're like, oh, something just like me is in control. Fuck. Like, it's terrifying.
That is pretty terrifying.
Yeah. Have you seen the British movie Never Let Me Go?
Mm-mm.
It's about clones that are created for organ donation. And so they never like encounter anybody from the human world, and all the human world think of them as low, like, you know, some like lower beings. There's like this rumor that if they show that they have soul, that they will let them go to the world, and they will not use them for the nation. So
maybe the maze is just a construct for the host to like reach consciousness.
Yeah,
like the end of the maze just means like they're good enough to go out into the.
What I think the maze is really is if the robots ever figure out that the way they were made is like that in the circle, if they ever got back in memory that far, that's like us going as far into our memory as we can see ourselves being like plugged out of our vagina.
Swimming into my mom's egg.
Yes.
And implanting
Yes.
myself.
So that's all that you would have to remember.
Just into the egg. It would be the moment that you become the egg.
But
that's true. But who knows if you can see the little tadpole?
So the point,
you beat out thousands of others.
If they get back in their memory as far back as to their like the moment of their creation, I think that's how they like solve the maze. But it's not really like a physical maze where you have to go and meet someone.
Oh, I get
it's
what you're
like
saying.
They just understand.
Like existential or philosophical journey.
That
leads you back to where you came from, but once you figure it out, because the robots are never supposed to figure that out, so once they figure it out, they're just like, okay,
so you know what Teddy
give
said,
the
right?
Permission, goodbye.
Teddy, what he said about the maze? He said the maze is a man who died a whole bunch of times. That applies to all the hosts, right? Who got tired of all that, and he built the maze and he built a house on it. So I mean, that is kind of applicable, and it might mean that like it might not be a literal maze, it might be a figurative maze that they have to get through, and once they get to the middle, they discover themselves like dropping DMT.
And that's why like the logo of the maze, it just really looks like, you know, like,
the dude getting dipped in the white stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Teddy and Man in Black's adventure. We haven't talked about that movie. I mean, not much happened. It was mostly just action. But.
Yeah. I don't know what to think about.
So we haven't talked about Teddy and Man in Black's adventure yet.
Well, I think the Man in Black is Arnold's friend.
Yeah.
They
definitely sounds like they might have been friends.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
friends.
and he's trying to maybe like protect his legacy. And
Teddy seems to be. There's more to him than meets the eye. I mean, I know he just got that backstory uploaded in him, but
maybe he's always had the potential to be a super murderer.
He was shooting people, and I don't know. He did say he's always got some reckoning to do. I got some reckoning to do.
Maybe it is just because he really has like only like maybe 2 or 3 goals in his like agenda, and one of them is just to protect Delores, and that's why like he does anything in order to follow through and protect her.
Yeah.
So he's willing to, I don't know, kill 1,000 other robots in order to protect Delores, because he just has these, I don't know, 2 or 3 functions really.
I like to believe, I'm sorry, this isn't exactly Teddy and Man in Black, but I like to believe that outside of the corporation, that like wherever the park ends at, that there's like a bunch of like young millennials with signs that are like, host the people!
Yeah.
Host the people!
Free the hosts!
That's what I would be doing.
Inhumane treatment. That's Marquetta would be right there front and center.
I'd have to experience it first for my own self, so I'd have to get $40,000 to go. That's a Gatling gun. I pulled one up so you can see.
Yeah, Civil War Gatling gun.
Like you see, it's got the handle on it and everything. Like legitimately, you have to crank it.
That's hilarious.
I mean, Teddy's capable of mass murder. I mean, we saw his flashback,
right?
And I don't know, he's got some reckoning to do.
That was some reckoning. He just it was some fucking Wild Wild West shit. He just mowed down everybody.
Things are gonna converge, man. Like everyone's Wyatt is definitely not like he's just an image. He's just,
a red herring, right?
He's a red herring. He's not anything important. I think they're gonna deal with him. He might give them some kind of scoop or information.
Yeah,
that's key. Wyatt, the person they're going after, but he's not the key to the maze. I mean, who knows? Maybe he holds the last key to finding the maze.
Wait, which one was Wyatt?
He holds the last key. When Teddy was murdering other soldiers, he was doing it with Wyatt.
In this
flashback? Guy in his flashback.
Oh.
Yeah, that's also the guy that they're saying is like.
I thought they were looking for Delores.
I thought they were.
Teddy is. I think Man in Black convinced him like Wyatt has Delores.
Yeah. He did. He said something like that. He was like, "He's got your girl."
And then Teddy was triggered. Why does Delos and Delores have to sound so similar?
I think she was the original, so I guess.
She wasn't the original.
No, the first episode was called The Original, and it was all about her.
Oh yeah, I think they did.
And they
she was the first host. She was the first one.
Maybe she's got a bunch of updates. I hope her face doesn't come apart like that. So they're supposed to be super realistic. Do they like?
Yeah, but
do they pee and poop and have like periods?
You know what's also weird?
Probably, because some
people are into that shit.
People have fetishes.
Hey.
Like, pee on me, Maeve. Sorry.
But the little kid just like opened his
yeah.
face
that
up,
was the
and there was like actual like machine parts. But then like when she got her belly ripped.
Yeah, well, she's one of the new ones.
There was blood, and there was just like one little piece.
That's what the Man in Black, he said, they made you guys all messy like us.
Yeah.
He said that when he was trying to fix Teddy, so he was like, I used to open you up and it was a million little bitty parts, but now you guys are all messy like us, and that's why he had to put blood back into Teddy to make him work again. He was saying that they used to be like that, and now they're more realistic because, you know, people are getting kick out. People were stabbing robots and being like, oh, blood doesn't even squirt out. Now it's too realistic.
Did you see the little few seconds they showed of them like putting life into the?
Yeah.
Oh, that was
that's crazy. That's not even robotic. It's not even mechanical at a point. They're like recreating humans.
I mean, it's fucking
I
sci-fi,
think they
bro.
were like putting pigment in just like artificial skin or something.
Well, no, they were putting that whatever their blood is. Maybe their blood isn't like
still.
ours, and maybe their blood's what makes them run.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
Yeah,
that's what
it's
happened.
fuel.
They were putting red stuff in it. Let's assume it's blood, and that's when it started working. You know what I mean? So maybe that's like the fuel, and maybe that's why Teddy just needed more of the fuel, which would be a pretty good way to get around like them working. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just being like, well, if we just take all the blood out of you, you'll stop working. So that's a good way to shoot
Kill
somebody
them
and them die without it being like, you know what I mean? Oh, well, first, like from a programming, like first your heart's got to stop working, and then this stops working, and that stops working.
But then is it like artificial blood?
It probably is because they pumped blood into that dude and he started working. That's not how you work. If your brain, because they don't have brains like ours and they probably don't have hearts like ours. Maybe their heart is an actual thing that pumps the blood through, and maybe that blood stuff keeps the brain working. But it's not like their blood's actually carrying oxygen through their body because they probably don't need it. So it's like a different system.
Yes.
And in order to stop it, in order to kill them,
Too much.
you can either maybe by choking them, you're shutting off the brain going to the blood part, or blood going to the brain part, and that just tells the rest of the body shut down. And then by slitting them open, it'll just pour out.
That's interesting.
I mean, we're just thinking from a coding level now. It's like, you know, easiest way to code it without actually coding in organs, because that would be a pain in the ass.
Yeah. Well, it's HBO, so I want to see one scene where they just dismember a host. I just want to see what they look like on the inside. Like,
oh my God, sir, Jesus!
Like, they probably don't have like a heart or like, you know, like
they
you
probably
said,
have a machine to like pump it through. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just like the blood that fills them up and gets them working. That's how it's so easy to do maintenance on them. At the end of the day, you just
and then for breathing,
patch up everything and fill them up with blood.
Probably just do like a bladder of some sort that just fills up and exhales, like, but it doesn't go anywhere. You know what I mean?
I mean, it would be easier to like, because the host could dismember them. I mean, the customers could dismember them, so easy maintenance. Make sure they don't have anything on the inside that's really needs to be repaired. It's just like a sack. It's just like blood.
And that's if the blood keeps them working, then that's a real easy way to do it.
Yeah. You know what I really didn't understand? When the dog, like what happened with the dog? Why did the kid kill the
it?
dog?
Because Arnold told him to. Arnold's like fucking with him from beyond the grave.
That was a confirmation, right?
Yeah.
Like they never confirmed it was Arnold.
Yeah, so like Arnold's got his like background coding working, and he was like run program after 20 years.
That family though was supposed to be a secret of Ford.
Which tells you that there are no secrets to Arnold. Arnold knows what's up everywhere.
Or it happened after Bernard visited.
Yeah, maybe it wasn't Arnold.
Bernard is like a sleeper activator.
Yeah, maybe there's somebody who tells them that he's Arnold, but he or she is actually somebody else.
What would you do if you were in Westworld?
Yeah!
What would you do?
What would you do in Westworld? Alright, here, how about this? And actually, we know what you guys would do. You'd fucking whore and murder shit. If you had a chance to talk with Maeve, and she was asking you to do all these things for her, what would you do with Maeve? Would you snitch on her? Or would you help her out to reach, you know, the true level of wokeness?
Man, I'd help her.
Who are you, the Crazian or the Creep?
Crazian or the Creep?
Crazian.
Oh, it's a good show. I'm excited. Hit that like button. I know Walking Dead got like 3K already this week, guys. We had to make it fair and let them know about the little contest. But I mean, about 10,000 of you watch. So if all of you watch and like, you could make it happen.
I think this show promotes naturalism and nudism.
Oh yeah, I like seeing Danny Newton's butt squished up on that stool.
Yeah, super cute.
Sorry.
You know what, too? And on top of that, I was thinking that they would use wax dummies for the other nudes. They probably just use real people, and they're just like, hey, you want to make $100? Sit here for an hour, butt naked. I'm like, all right, that's $100 fucking. Hell yeah.
Chris, would you If
Everybody knows.
If we could be extras on Westworld and just stand nude in the back, I think we'd do it.
Dear Westworld, when you need another extra, call me. Fly me out. That's all you gotta do. You don't even gotta pay me. Fly me out for a weekend. Me and the wife. She probably won't be in it, but I'll do it. I'll be the background nude dude.
You know what? That just gave me an idea for a skit.
You need to show the butts.
Oh yeah, everybody can show butts.
Alright, I'm down to show
I'm down. I'm down.
I'm gonna see my hairy brown ass. I'm just kidding.
Oh my god.
Can't be as hairy as me.